Hi, Kyoji here. I'm here for Super Long Something Guide 2022 vocal team number 4-2. Basically, this will be my last of the Super Long 17 guide. Oh, thanks guys for telling me that there's no guide 2023 for vocal team number 4 because it's not done yet. So I wasn't crazy. So here we go. DK.
Next is DK, or Isokmin.
도겸, 이성민.
He is one of the members of the vocal team.
Okay, that's a little bit odd. No, because Lee Seokmin or Isokmin in Korean is a very Korean name to begin with. And no, usually like when you cannot use your own name, it's because there's someone who is like really popular with the same name. Because you don't want to be confused with someone else in the same industry or something like that. And I'm guessing because I don't really know any famous Lee Seokmin. Oh yeah, maybe I do. Ballad singer? Man, I'm not good with names. I told you guys that, right? But anyway, and using the name Dogyum, it's I mean, he could have gone with some fancy name or something, but it's like another just very Korean name. He debuted when he was 18. Wow. About 2.5 years. He was born in Yongin. Yongin is where it's like very close to Seoul. Only what? It's like attached to Seoul. It's in the Gyeonggi province. So, and you know, all the famous, if you see like huge amusement parks, water park, I think they also have the biggest like racetrack too. They're all in Yongin. So if you ever visit Korea, I'm pretty sure you guys will end up visiting Yongin, where he was born. Yeah.
As you just saw.
Ooh, very emotional singing. Very good. Very well supported. All throughout the range. Very sweet falsetto. Sounds good.
His vocals are out of this world.
Mix. He looks so different here.
He is Boo Sok-soon leader, and one of the funniest members in 17.
17, 안녕하세요. 신인가수 부석순! 열심히 하겠습니다! 행복은 성적순이 아니라 부석순! 본인이 일어나는 거라 하나씩 더 일어납시다. 리더! 하나, 둘, 셋! 예! 제가 리더가 됐습니다. 야, Let's go! 뭐 좀 아는 애들이 뭐 좀 알려주려 해.
DK is just endearingly funny.
아 진짜 하지 마. 도겸이 일단 잠깐만. 눈을 가려줘. 얘 그냥 눈을 가려줘 봐. 그게 더 안 무서울 것 같아. 차라리. 눈을 가려.
하늘 봐. 먼저 봐. 다시 뭐 독이야 독.
도겸이 어떡해.
Udon noodles.
아 진짜 어떡하지? 눈 닦아보고 그냥 쏙 집어넣어. 한번 집을게. 쏙 그냥 넣어. 지금. 괜찮아? 이거 오실 것 같아. 되게 울지 마.
이거 왜 무서워 이거. 와 잠깐만. 와!
He is probably the purest soul on earth.
자리가 이제 민규랑 도겸이가 길을 가다가 싸웠어. 막 이제 말싸움을 하는데 그때 도겸이가 편의점을 갔다 와서 검은 봉다리를 들고 있었단 말이야. 검은 봉지를 들고 있었어. 그래서 민규랑 막 갑자기 막 말싸움을 하다가 갑자기 도겸이가 화났나 봐. 그래서 검은 봉다리 이렇게 딱 던지는 거야. 그래서 민규가 너 뭐하냐? 그러니까 주스라고. 가서 주웠어. 도겸이가 가서 주웠어.
네, 자, 도겸이
It's hard with this going on.
확실히 연습 때부터 너무 순수했던 게
귀여웠지.
이제 평가를 하잖아. 이제 도겸이 멋있게 흰수염 고래를 막 불렀어. 열창 끝났는데 이제 트레이너 이제 선생님이 도겸아 흰수염 고래 이거 가사가 뭐야?
네, 그 가사
근데
이게
갑자기 거기다 애가 겁을 먹은 거야.
힘을 그 이렇게 하는
말을 좀 제대로 해봐. 도겸아 뭐라고?
죄송합니다. 아니 도겸아 혼내는 게 아니야.
그러니까 무슨 생각을 하면서 불렀는지 궁금해서 물어본 건데 잘 불러서
노래 잘 불러놓고 대답 못해가지고 빵점 받았어. 진짜.
그다음에 이거 알지? 치킨 너겟. 치킨 너겟. 용가리 없니 용가리? 추억의 용가리 여러분 아시죠?
You know, yeah, the thing is, the reason he's so funny is he's not being like totally cerebral in that like he's like, oh, I'm gonna set it up so that it's gonna be funny. It's not that kind of mentality. He's just being himself. Seems like he's ball of energy. He's always positive. He's always trying hard. Very good natured, very naive, almost childlike. And because he can't stand still, sit still, he can't be still. He's always talking, doing something. So that's what makes him fun to watch. And why are they eating yongari? Dino nuggets? Well, kinda. Okay, yongari is a very old Korean story. It's like the earliest, kind of like it's like a kind of like kaiju type of a deal. It's yeah, but anyway, it's not exactly Dino Nuggets. It used to be some terrible guy made a worse movie, just terrible movie long time ago, and everything else about that movie, everything is lost through time, maybe 20 somewhat years ago. But for whatever reason, they sold the IP. They're trying to make money out of everything with this IP. And one of them was this chicken nuggets. And they called it Yongari, you know? So, and that it's like a big lizard looking thing. Anyway, so it's stuck and they still sell it. And actually there are quite many products like that which used, to lure in kids. And nobody even remember the original show anymore, but the name or that IP stuck and the product is still coming out. That was just terrible movie. Ugh.
이제는 신인상 부승관 나너 정말 정말 좋겠다 사실 TV 보면서 정말 멋있었고 부러웠어 너 정말 동생 멋있는 동생 신인상 정말 축하해 솔직히 너 나보다 잘해요 신인상 정말 축하해 솔직히 너 나보다 잘해요 정말 부러워 잘해요
And sometimes he's maybe a bit too pure.
원래 파랑 노랑이 초록색이잖아. 몰랐지?
몰랐죠. 아는 척 해왔어.
파랑 빨강 뭐게?
어?
파랑 빨강.
파랑 빨강? 그게 뭐야? 섞으면? 알아. 나 알아.
뭐야?
파랑 빨강은 오렌지. 보라. 보라야? 아 그래? 오렌지 뭐지?
뭐 많이 해가지고.
Red, yellow,
하얀색, 빨간색.
pink.
하얀색, 빨간색? 핑크색 있지.
그래? 넌 핑크색 안 나왔었어. 사실 미스터리가 먹었던 비밀이 있었습니다.
뭐야?
이제 게임 할 때마다 내가 되게 좋은 걸로만 이제 하는 건데.
아 그니까 어쩐지 말이 안 나.
알고 있었어, 너 대충?
알고 있었죠.
너 근데 왜 김치전은 그렇게 했어?
그 초코시럽 왜 됐어? 그건 내가 실수를 했어.
근데 아니 그러니까 깔아줘도 왜 못?
9번.
9번 초코시럽.
초코시럽. 와 요즘 초코랑 같이 먹는 게.
와. 이게 아닌데?
뽑겠습니다.
아니 급하네.
나부터 해볼까? 아니 형부터 할래?
나 결정했다.
너무.
바로 가라고 바로. 하나, 둘, 셋. 바로 하나, 둘, 셋.
식초야, 그 식초라고. 저게 시킬 것 같다 생각했거든.
먹어서 실수했고 지금도 이제 내가 원래 시켈 먹어야 되는데 잘못 골라가지고 시켈 먹었어요. 그래서 망했어요. 아니면 내년 3월 3일에 삼겹살 데이잖아. 삼겹살 투어 하자.
Belly too.
발렌타인데이, 빼빼로데이 다 사람들이 챙겨.
맞아.
삼겹살 데이는 아무도 안 챙겨. 굉장히 속상했어. 나 같이 먹으러 가자. 아니면
He is a very emotional boy and cries easily. Please protect him.
고맙습니다. 예, 미안해요. 아니 그냥 너무 고마워서 제가 그냥 여러분들한테 힘이 될 수 있는 것도 너무 고맙고 그래요.
Ah, jeez.
너무 좋은 말을 해주는 것도 너무 고마워요.
Oh man. Okay.
내가 더 위로를 받고 하는 것 같아서 미안하고 고맙고 그래서 나 지금 울 줄은 몰랐는데 울어도 이상해요.
I'm sorry guys. I'm not laughing like at him. It's just so cute. It's just yeah, it's not laughing. It's just it's well actually it is kind of funny because no, he's being so naive and pure and childlike. But like when he's speaking right now, it reminds me of I think you guys all experienced this before sometime in your life. Like, you know how like your friend gets drunk, and then she gets emotional for whatever reason that, like a drunk friend, and they start like getting emotional and like stuttering and talking, and it it is really endearing. I mean, and he's not even drunk, but it sounds like that. I don't know. It's just so cute, and I'm sure you guys also. They're really cute for first 5 minutes. No, I'm talking about the drunk people, drunk friends, and then they say the same thing over and over again for like I don't know, hours. Then you just want to kill them, or hoping they pass out or something. Is it just me? Yeah. It's so cute.
왜 우지? 나 지금 이거 멤버들이 안 들었으면 좋겠다.
Too late.
He loves dogs so much.
너는 둘이야? 오 너는
와 이제
야
멋있다.
너는
둘이야 일로 와.
잘 먹고
둘이야 가자.
잘났네.
푸는 이게 강아지가 얘도 푸들이 아닙니까?
네, 푸들 맞아요.
근데 얘는 좀 되게 또 얌전하네.
되게 순하고 되게 사람 되게 좋아요.
어린 곰 같아요.
헤어스타일이 굉장히 동그랗네.
성남 미용실을 갔다 왔습니다.
성남 3단이
네, 방송 나온다고 네, 성남 샵을 원장님께.
Oh, that's funny. No, okay. Cheongdam is a part of Seoul, Gangnam, where it's really posh. So, it kind of comes across as like okay, I don't know, the like Hollywood, boulevard somewhere. I just took my dog to the Hollywood Boulevard somewhere for his haircut, that type of a thing. There's someplace very, famous or very posh, and, he had him, because he said, the hair looks cute. It looks like a ball. And he was kind of telling them that he prepared him at a hair salon for dogs.
간식 때문에. 제가 원래 배경 카페에서 브이라이브를 해보고 싶어가지고 말씀드렸는데 오늘 하게
In 2019, he was part of his first musical as King Arthur, and was part of the same musical again in 2021.
Excalibur.
저는 이제 엑스칼리버에서 아더라는 캐릭터를 맡게 되었는데 저의 첫 작품이기도 하고 그리고 정말 세계적인 스태프분들과 그리고 정말 훌륭하신 선배님들과 함께 한다는 것만으로 정말 큰 기대가 되고요. 평상시에 노래도
looks good.
좋아하고 뮤지컬을 보면서도 많은 뮤지컬 배우님들께서 무대에서 보여주는 그런 에너지와 노래에 녹여내는 그런 표현을 되게 감명 깊게 봤는데 쉽지 않은 도전이지만은 정말 좋은 기회가 이렇게 와가지고 엑스칼리버라는 큰 작품을 할 수 있게 되어서 너무나도 큰 영광입니다.
He sings and screams every
Ooh. I mean, if he was Arthur, it's King Arthur, so he must have been the main character. And it was his first outing. Wow. Okay. If you guys ever come to Korea, go see a musical. If you have time. You will not regret it, just pick out something that is, there'll be always something playing, and no, because there's the level of Korean musical is very high. It's just my opinion, but I mean, some would rival, maybe not the production size, but as far as talent and singing and the whole production is concerned, the level is will be as good as the best in the world, I believe. One of the best in the world. Almost like Broadway, man. It's just really good. Okay. The thing is, one of the reasons why it's so good is that Korea has a very long tradition, and there are dedicated actors and singers, obviously, who train themselves as musical actors and actresses all their life, and that's a given, right? But another thing, what makes Korean musicals pretty good is the just like DK Dogyum. There are many like idols or past idols, current idols who are in these productions, and it used to be there was love hate thing going on in the early stages, because a long time ago, I mean, musical actors and actresses, they did not. Okay, musicals did not couldn't make that much money. It couldn't generate the kind of revenue, because not many people would go to see them. So what they started to do was they would include like idols, because obviously they can sing, and most of them, a lot of them, were trained as actors and actresses too. So a lot of times they would fit into these productions, and they had ticket power, like they were part of the girl group, boy group, and all the fans wanted to go see the musical. So, and that would bring in money, but at the same time, there was feeling of like, man, we are the real actors and actresses, the musical. But in the musical genre, I mean, they trained all their lives, and these idols, just only because they're pretty, or some K-pop singing idols coming in and taking the lead roles and important roles, and it just, there was that that power struggle or whatever, that there's just a little bit of envy and hate between the both sides. However, no, it's gotten so much better, because there have been some awesome like idols from the past who became primarily musical performers after they stopped being an idol, and some of them are just so good. Like let's see, the lead singer for Finkel, or Korean Pinker, Ok Juyeon. Oh man, she's phenomenal. She's one of the best. Like Elizabeth, and she's one of the best musical singers I've seen. And there's Pada, and there's just a whole bunch of them, and they became, because they've been doing musical for like 20 years now, they become like pillars, important main. They make mainframe. They become like a big stars in this industry. So, and not like before, because they used to have certain singers or like idols who didn't really deserve it, or who weren't good enough in the musical scene. But these days, because there are so many idols who are they don't take like crappy singers or who's not good enough, because everybody's expectation is so much higher now, and even idols, past idols who are stars, they will not accept like really bad, just subpar musical artist. Doesn't matter how popular they are as idol. So anyway, the important thing is, even if your favorite might not include any favorite like idols or something, and I'm sure if you ever come to Korea, you would probably like to see like K-pop stuff or whatever. But if you have time, and please watch Korean musical theater, because it is really good. If you are curious about it, you you should search the YouTube. I'm sure they have clips and stuff like that. There are times like greatest Korean vocalists like Sohyang, was also in musicals. And there are just so many good ones. Please. Anyway, next.
Where he goes. Loudly.
He must be pretty good. Oh, I forgot. After I became like an ambassador, they're introducing you guys to Korean musicals. But that's why I'm saying, DK had to be pretty darn good to be casted as the main character in, large production like Excalibur. That's pretty cool.
오케이.
I hope he wasn't doing that in the musical.
What's good?
And lastly we have Bu Sung-kwan.
부승관,
He's the youngest member of the vocal team.
Oh, wait a minute. So, anyway, let's see what I can say about Dogyum, DK. Well, he's a very capable. I mean, if he was in that kind of musical, obvious, and I have seen him sing, but I'm thinking he can sing even better than what I sampled here. It really is difficult to be part of the, big stage Korean musical these days. Respect. Anyway, Bu Seung-kwan. By the way, Bu is a very rare last name in Korea. Oh, Jeju. Oh, he was born in Jeju. Yeah, that's interesting. Debuted when he was 17. Usadan. Sadan? Okay, Sadan means like army unit. Is how big is it? Anyway, he's born in Jeju, Jeju Island. It's an island where the southmost island in Korea. It has like almost tropical weather. It doesn't snow. It's beautiful there. You guys should visit Jeju. And they have the most difficult to understand dialect. We literally cannot understand. Most people cannot understand what they're talking about when they speak Jeju dialect. Anyway, let's go. Yeah.
Because of you. Because of you. 그래 너는 나였었고 바라만 봐도 눈물 나는 넌 나의 영원한 너란 걸.
As you just saw, he has
Very good vocals. Compared to DK, I think his vocals are stronger. And DK was very more emotional, should I say? I mean, they're both really good.
some powerful and incredible vocals. And many artists have praised his vocal technique.
널 끊겠어 뚝 끊어버리겠어 마치 금연처럼
Oh, man.
난 서서히 줄여갈 수는 없는 거란 걸 각자의 인생을 봐 거의 저 커버릴 거야
That's an interesting song. Is it like a full song? That's a good song. And it has like, what do you call that thing? Like when when you cut the, cut the lines, like, repeat it like that. And it was very high to begin with. What is it called that? It's staccato. What is it?
Soundquin is
his singing style and his voice, it's very reminiscent of like really great like ballad singers in Korea. Really good.
Is funny and a variety king. He was a cast member in Unexpected Q, Prison Life of Fools, Five Cranky Brothers, Job Dongsan, Idol Dictation Contest.
That's Nolto, right? Idol Dictation Contest? Man. Nolto is like 놀라운 토요일. It's like Surprising Saturday would be okay. Racket Boys, I never see this one.
And Racket Boys. In 2018 he won the Rocky Award at 2018 MBC Entertainment Awards, and in 2021 he won the Male Idol Entertainer Desang in 2022 Korea First Brand Awards.
주인공을 만나볼까요?
Out of 17, I think I didn't know much about 17. Retroactively, I'm remembering that guy was Seungkwan, because I've watched quite a few, like for example, the Idol Dictation Contest and things like that, and some other shows. I have seen him around, and I just never clicked that it's those guys are 17 and then that's Seungkwan. Now I know. And he's very quick. Okay, the thing is, when 17 guys are all together, they're like brothers. You don't have to interact with people you don't know. They can be more natural. And a lot of the 17 guys are really good natured and a little bit naive, and they're kind of introverted. So they feel they're funniest when they are by themselves, at least with a whole lot of their group. Then they feel more comfortable. But I was really not surprised, but Seungkwan was just excellent as one of those, in variety shows. Because he was among like comedians and people who've been doing these kind of, variety shows and stuff for like decades. And he was stealing the show because he's very quick. He was assessing the situations really well. He will set up himself, he'll set up others. Because in those shows, you got to be able to, figure out what's going on and sometimes act a certain way. Sometimes you assert yourself. Sometimes you support somebody else so that, they can make the situation funny, or you got to sometimes act stupid, whatever. But he was commanding the flow of the show. And I recently realized that Seungkwan was in a lot of the shows that I have already watched. Anyway, he's really good. Impressively good.
여러분의 박수가 필요합니다.
메이저 예능. 와 진짜 완전 메이저 MC 같아.
여러분 안녕하십니까?
He's also the king of promoting Seventeen by himself.
진짜로? 에이. 아주 나이스 친구들이 왔다고? 에이, 거짓말하지 마.
나 들어가서 본다. 무슨 말? 야! 19부전에 올랐어.
뭐라고 올라왔는데? 말도 안 돼.
안녕하세요. 세븐틴 승광이에요. 저희 9월 16일에 컴백하는데 맛있는 녀석들을 해서 형 누나들이랑 같이 저녁 먹으면 컴백 준비 더 잘할 수 있을 것 같은데 유유 지금 바로 게스트 안 되나요? 혹시 되면 회사로 전화 주세요.
그럴 수 있지. 우린 모르니까.
감사합니다. 플레이겠습니다.
그 저기 올리신 분이 세븐틴 저기 부승관 씨라고 올렸는데 확실한 건지 확인을 좀 부탁드립니다.
그러시면 그걸 확인하실 수 있는 저희 담당하시는 매니저분과 같이
아 지금
모르고 계셨어요?
저는 몰랐어요. 승관이 그렇게 썼어요. 저는 알고 싶지 않았는데. 몰랐네.
승관이 옆에 있는데 바꿔드릴까요?
승관이랑 통화 좀 할 수 있을까요?
여보세요?
승관아.
안녕하세요.
준현 형이야.
형 안녕하세요.
진짜 본인이 올린 거예요?
네 제가 올렸어요.
아 진짜로?
아니 요즘 너무 기력이 떨어져서 맨날 먹방 영상 보는 것도 싫은데 라이브 방송 하고 있길래 제가 댓글 달았죠.
In 2020, he started We Remember K-pop on VLive, a broadcast where he talked about different K-pop songs that were most loved by fans. The broadcast went viral and got him the nickname of K-pop Professor Seungkwan. This also led to him joining forces with Yeji to make a whole K-pop renaissance special on MNTG, where different groups performed iconic songs.
You have to scroll. Oh my god.
He's the third member of Boo Sok Soon and 17's Mood Maker.
Well, obviously I've seen Busoksun quite a bit, but yeah, even when he was in other shows, he seemed to have vast knowledge of the musicians and the singers from the past. Especially the one, what was that, the dictation thing? I mean, because it's like not only you have to guess the lyrics. There's a part where they would hear a snippet of a song, like a second or a couple seconds of a song. You have to guess what the original song is and who sang it and stuff. But he seemed really knowledgeable about the things that, I mean, at his age, he shouldn't know. Like 20 years ago stuff and stuff. I mean, he would know all this stuff. I mean, that means he's really interested in the past K-pop stuff, or there's no way he would have these knowledge. Only reason I know, some of the stuff is because, well, I was there. That's all there's to it. I mean, but still, he seemed to know a whole lot more than I do. And he knew all the dances. Oh yeah, he knew all the dances and stuff of different different groups, and it was crazy.
Honestly, he's effortlessly funny.
뭐야 깜짝이야. 왜 밴딩이 하나도 없냐?
Oil fire.
너무 힘들어 벌써.
You don't sit on that, buddy.
어떻게.
Well, looks okay. Oh my god, that's dangerous. That must, I don't know, if you fell the wrong way, man, you could really hurt yourself. Like, he was going full speed.
내가 잘못 봤나 싶어. 그러니까 그나마 괜찮게 떨어져서 웃겼던 거지. 그나마 승관이가 엉덩이가 탄탄해가지고.
맞아. 그냥 살아하는 자체가 예능네.
Seungkwan getting annoyed so easily is the funniest thing.
네가 날 죽여 씨야.
Wait, is his fighting thing? It's like a running gag type of deal.
거기까지. 넌 여기까지. 넌 여기까지. 넌 여기까지. 넌 여기까지.
승관이 운동 진짜 열심히 하잖아. 턱걸이 하나도 못한다. 승관이 혹시 말할 때 손버릇 이거 뭔지 알아? 잘못했나요? 좀 비비겼으네요.
승관 손가락 이거 뭔지 몰라 이거? 그러니까
맞아. 약간 손.
그러니까 이게 승관이가
생각보다 잘 참는다.
잘 참나. 야 건호 씨 너 와봐. 내가 너보다. 근데 지금 그 미리 말할게. 나 죽고 나서 미안하단 말도 안 들을게.
알겠어.
안 미안할게. 안 미안할게. 미안을 해야 돼. 시민을 죽인 거잖아. 야 승관아 화내지 마. 진정해. 예쁘기만 하는 아들. 나 좋아 기세요. 안심하지 마. 네. 그때 형들이 그리고 멤버들이.
Sungkwan loves sports and is a huge fan of volleyball.
Volleyball. That doesn't look like Korea. The fauna, the trees don't. That sounded funny. Trees don't look Korean. Does that make sense? I don't know. It looks like, I don't know, Southeast Asia somewhere. I don't know why I feel that way.
배분의 뜻까지 씁니다. 진짜 이렇게 사랑한다. 나 지금 눈물 날 것 같아 지금. 우와. 어떻게 나가? 뭐가 좋은 거지?
When you can't figure out which one is the good one, buy the most expensive one. Or
나 어떻게?
simplest way.
어떻게 하는데요?
Professional stuff are always more expensive. There's a pro team.
He's also very good at sports.
가자.
Ooh.
말. 하나.
아웃이야 아웃.
아웃이야? 나이스 캐치. 끝까지 손을 뻗어야지.
If Hoshi is the biggest Shawol, Sungkwan is the biggest wonderful and a big fan of girl groups in general.
Ah,
샤이니 선배님들 나.
that's why he knew so
2008년도에
much.
이제 원더걸 선배님이 태미에 이어서 소와 노바디로 연타 히트를 치셔서 제가 원더걸 선배님의 푹 빠졌던 기억이 너무나도 선명하게 있습니다. 노바디.
Wait, 2008 means what? 15 years ago, right? So he must be like 10. Yeah, he would know them. Wonder Girls. 2008. That's a whole lot. Wait, well, that's more than 15 years ago, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, it would be like 9, 10 or something.
노바디. 진짜 미안해. 원더풀 가야죠. 이거 진짜 미안해. 6주 연속 1등의 신화야. 웬일로 빠졌었어요?
맞아, 소녀시대.
Oh yeah, she's like really famous.
6주 연속 1등의 신화야. 웬일로 빠졌었어요?
맞아.
What was her name? She's a little bit scary. She's a freaky. So on. No, that's the wrong spelling. SONE. There's no 2 O's. But anyway, she knew everything. I mean, she knew stuff that the girls' generation fan. She was competing 8-1 against a girls' generation, and she would get like all the answers right, while the actual members couldn't beat her, not even close.
소녀시대.
마치 비마 베이비 때 더보이즈랑 같이 붙었던.
그렇죠.
오른쪽부터 왼쪽부터야? 오른쪽부터. 이제 왼쪽. Nobody, nobody. 자, 다시 한번 연습해 볼게. 5, 6, I want nobody, nobody but you. 짝짝 오른발 들어야 돼.
오케이. 아니 너무 예민하신 거 아니에요?
혼내지 마.
아니면 싫어. Nobody.
딴.
됐다. 완벽했어.
In other shows too, he seemed to know like all the dances, all the lyrics. It's just crazy. It's crazy good. Oh yeah, I remember. I think I saw him. You know, like a YouTube. He met Sohee. You guys probably have. Yeah, you guys are carrots. You guys know everything. So, yeah, he had the YouTube show that Sohee had. I think they had like a, I don't know, tea or something together, and they talked a little. I mean, she was main member, one of the members of the Wonder Girls. I remember that. I remember seeing that. Well, but the thing is, she's not exactly like most virtuous speaker of all time. So, but it was still pretty good. He made it very interesting. It was so cute though. He was such a fan.
와.
He's good.
나 스파이더맨 진짜 좋아하는데.
비욘세 없어? 비욘세?
없네.
아델이나 뭐. 아델. 없어?
He's an emotional boy.
네. 아이고.
승관이가 이번에
사실 승관이
뮤비를
형이
찍으면서
승관이 형이
네,
이번에
같이 못해서
뮤비를 찍으면서도 저랑 얘기를 할 때 그런 얘기를 했어요. 진짜 모니터를 보면서 저희들을 보는데 이 13명이서 정말 오래 가고 싶다는 말을 되게 많이 했거든요. 사실 상자 입장으로 처음 본 거잖아, 멤버가. 근데 되게 얘기를 하는데 나도 살짝 생각이 조금.
Oh man, he's about to cry. Oh, was he sick or something? Like, was he hurt? Is that why he couldn't be part of the team filming the music video? Something like that. And he genuinely is about to cry.
그거에서 많은
어.
생각이 좀 들었을 거고 지금
근데
되게 좀 복받쳐
약간 그런 거 같아.
나도 가끔 생각해.
우리 뭐 다 같이
영원하자.
하고. 어떻게 안으면서 끝낼까?
여러분 많이 사랑해주세요.
사랑합니다.
Do I need to explain it?
Yeah, I'm super sexy. I know I'm sexy.
Now just so you don't forget their faces, here's some visuals.
Yes, Coops. John. Joshua.
저 멀리 달빛 우리의 조명이 되고 스치는 바람 내게서 내게로 번져서 갈 때 눈물은 다 사라져가네
사라져가네 우리 뒷모습이 두 손을 꽉 쥐진 노을이진 깜깜한 하늘 별들만 가득 채워진 채 우리 비춰주길.
Thanks for watching this super long 17 guide. I hope it was helpful. To end this, let's just watch 17 in all their glory.
지금까지 세븐틴이었습니다. 세븐틴! 감사합니다.
Going 17. Uh, okay. I really enjoyed the Super Long 17 guide. Um, you know, it this is 17 is uh, a great example of why I really um, not to analyze, but really how I got really into K-pop. How I begin to love K-pop. This might sound like bitter or something, but in reality, in real life, uh, people you work with, the friends you have, uh, all the things you do, it is really difficult to see uh, this much togetherness. First of all, it is difficult to see this many. It doesn't have to be 13. It could be 5, 7, 9, 13, whatever. There it's just difficult to see teams with genuinely good people. Here it happens to be young, but good people working so freaking hard for a common goal. And they sacrifice so much for each other. And they're not that good of an actor. Maybe some of them are, but mostly they're just genuinely good people who care about each other and just working their butts off for a common goal. And on top of that, because they're nice guys and have a common goal, they take care of their fans earnestly, full heartedly. And it is just wonderful to see. This feeling hasn't changed in the last 20, 30 years. Yeah. Because it is so rare in real life. And, and these entertainment business usually are, we think it would be very jaded and tainted. However, in K-pop, the company might be rotten or whatever, but a lot of times, and a lot of times these groups have really genuinely good people. It's just wonderful to watch. It's heartwarming. Anyway, and I think 17 with all the members, there are so many too, 13 of them. They seem to have everything that I talked about. And I genuinely appreciate how they are and who they are. And I think what's special about this team is that, when a song comes out, a company might generate a certain amount of money, and a solo singer. I mean, if these guys and solo singers, they both, let's say, hit number one, the solo singer would make 13 times more money than they would. You know what I'm saying? So from the beginning, it must have been difficult. They had to make more money than other teams if they're gonna, gonna be financially ahead. So it was stacked against them. But and the company wasn't very helpful, obviously. But they made it through, Perhaps it would have been a lot better if the company was more capable. But in some other ways, real tough guys are born out of the streets or hardship, I'm not saying bigger companies means easy. There's the competition and the control and, it's never easy, but these guys, I feel like they stuck together and they made it. And nobody helped them almost. But anyway, it's wonderful to see, man. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.